What's up, you guys? We back with another episode of Tea Talks, of course, with the Hubs.
So we're up.
How you doing, Hubs?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm good. Are you excited for episode, what is it?
2.
Okay. I was trying to make sure he was on his stuff, y'all. So like I said, I'm always on social media scrolling and I always come across T because you guys know that I am a content creator. So this week, I was on Facebook again. And guess what I came across? So I'm not going to disclose any names, but I will share that I do have screenshots and text messages. Can't really see it because we're far away. But this lady, I guess her man had recently proposed to her. And she had previously had conversations, I'm assuming, with the grandmother about what she wanted to do as far as a wedding, right?
Okay.
Are you interested to know what's this about to be?
Let's get it.
Okay, you guys, so let's read what she posted first. So she made a whole post, and she even showed a picture of the wedding ring. And no shade, it's kind of small, but hey, that's not the point. The thought counts, right?
Right.
So let me not throw no shade. Don't come for me in them comments. So she made a post stating, so my man proposed to me in November. My family immediately started talking about a wedding and how excited they are. I don't want a wedding. I never wanted one. She also stated that my grandma has convinced herself that my man convinced me not to have a wedding and to elope. So now she's mad, calling him broke. I don't see the point in spending all that money basically to host a party for them niggas, quote unquote, she said that, when I can spend all of that on being out of the country for a month with my new husband. I don't give a how they feel. I'm not having one. My punk, read that, babe. Read that last part because I want you to say it.
Punk ass granny.
Go ahead, read it.
Could kiss my ass.
Okay. So in this next part that I'm going to read, these are some receipts of text messages between the granddaughter and granny. Because at this point, you obviously know that what? The granddaughter's upset.
Right.
First things first, a lot of families can come across as very judgmental. And they always form their own opinions about things when they should do what?
Just keep their mouth shut.
And mind your own damn business. Let's just be clear. However you choose to do a wedding and have a wedding is your choice because it's what?
Your wedding.
Absolutely. So do you think it was appropriate before we even get to those messages for them to call him broke?
No.
Granted, I did try to say that the ring was small. I do not have any type of receipt showing that that man was broke.
But what is small? What is big? I mean, it's all, hey, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
That's true. And that's why I said I apologize for that because let me not criticize. You can get whatever your pockets can afford. And who's to say maybe a year from now he might do an upgrade to something that she actually wants in life.
Right.
But the point is, I truly disagree with the fact that the family tried to bash her and automatically assume that it was his idea to not want to do a wedding.
Right.
Okay. Let's get to these text messages. So in the text messages, quote unquote, I'm going to be the granddaughter and you can be granny.
Okay.
So I'm the granddaughter texting granny. No, we haven't. Remember I told you that we're not having a wedding.
But we talked and I told you that's what I wanted you to have, a real wedding. I really don't want you to elope. I want to be there on that day.
Okay. I understand that's what you and the family would like, but that's not what we want. I don't want to spend my money on a wedding when I can have a month-long honeymoon. I'm not interested in a wedding.
You do the wedding for your family and friends to celebrate you and your husband. It's not really about what you want. It's about pleasing your family and friends.
I'm not spending thousands of dollars to throw you niggas a party and pay for you all to eat and drink and not even bring a gift. I can spend my money in a much better way on what I want. You really can't see the bottom of the, well, you can see a little bit of it. Read that last one.
I guess she forgot she was talking to Granny, huh?
Yeah, okay. Okay, read the last one.
I feel like y'all aren't having a wedding because his broke ass don't have enough money and he convinced you to elope.
Okay. That's the receipt, you guys. And here is the actual picture. I don't know if you guys can zoom in and see it, but that's what we got. We are not disclosing names, but okay, let's get to this topic. What is the main issue with this whole topic?
Granny giving her opinion where her opinion's not needed.
Right, but according to the post, it wasn't just Granny. She just actually had a conversation with Granny, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it seemed like to me Granny cared the most, obviously.
Right.
So let me just ask you a couple of questions. We're just pretend we're not married yet. You propose, and then we decide we want to have like a destination wedding, but that's our choice.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about, if your family came along? Not saying this is what it would be. We're just giving a hypothetical example of how it could have been handled. So you go and tell your family, like, look, you guys, we want to have a destination wedding. I'm not interested in throwing a big wedding. What do you think they would say to you?
I don't know. I mean, everybody's family is different.
That's true.
Some people's family wouldn't have anything to say. Some people's family are very supportive. You'd be surprised how many supportive families are out there.
Right.
They just want to see you happy.
Right. So question number 2, do you think it was appropriate for Granny to try to force this upon her?
Hell no. It's not your day, Granny. I'm pretty sure Granny married. I'm pretty sure Granny already had her wedding.
Right.
She had already had the rice and doves and the flag girl. She already did her thing.
And see, that be my point, you guys. A lot of you have to understand that you've already done it, so you have to give us the opportunity to do it our way, the way we want to do it, without the judgmental opinions. So question number 3. Do you think that them calling him broke is disrespectful and invalid?
Very much so. And she should have, I don't know, she should have had something to say about that.
She did. She kind of stood up for him. I don't think in the text messages actually show like the full,
Right.
When they post screenshots, they don't ever show exactly everything of how it actually ended.
Right.
So, the next question I'm going to ask you is, do you think it's inappropriate to elope?
No. I feel like your wedding, your life.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no proper way to do life.
Right.
And that's with a bunch of things. If you want to get married and elope, and you want to just be you and a couple of your friends or your closest, that's on you.
That's on
you.
you.
Do it how you want to do it. Whatever makes you most happy.
Right. So, do you agree with Granny cussing him out and calling him a punk ass broke nigga?
Yeah, Granny tripping.
Granny, you tripping, Granny. That was disrespectful, Granny. Now, do you think in the end overall that they made amends and they came back together and worked this thing out? Or do you think that it just probably, because sometimes it just don't work?
No, in our culture, no.
Right. People are stubborn.
People take offense to the stuff that ain't got nothing to do with them.
Right.
Unfortunately.
Well, we are interested to see what happens next. Please stay tuned, you guys. Hopefully they'll drop what actually happened after, and then we can come back with some more tea. But thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like, share, comment. Drop your opinion down in the comments below, and let us know what you think of what actually should have happened on this episode of Tea Talk. Bye, you guys.
Like, follow, share for more content.